welcome to the CCA workbench. I've got the angler of the year last year, the #1 ranked bass angler in the world, Scott Martin. And Scott, you and I are brothers through Akuma.
That's right.
And so they've come out with a new series of spinning rods.
They've got so many cool things. First of all, Akuma's got so many cool things going on right now, from salt to fresh, but they have got a new series of freshwater rods. And you can use them for saltwater as well. And it's the Carbon EVX Series. And what's awesome about this is that they're basically, I want to say indestructible, but they're like the most indestructible rods I've ever fished with. But yet they're light and they're balanced and they're very, very sensitive. And that's important, especially fishing here in Florida. We deal with fishing with lots of different size fish, big fish, heavy cover. You need equipment that's going to hold up. Now they have these in about 12 different rod models, from spinning rods. This one here is a spinning rod. This one here, I mean, if you look at the action on this thing, it's a 7-1. It's perfect for, you know, that little soft jerkbait like we talked about.
Right.
You could catch trout on this if you wanted to go saltwater. So it's a good all-around rod.
Absolutely.
And they make flipping sticks. They make big cranking rods. So that's a really great entry-level rod, you know, for a customer. If you want to go out and you want to buy a rod that's not going to break, it's going to get the job done, that rod will do it.
All right, so now we've got some really cool signature series.
That's cool.
Rapala Guy Harvey line.
Guy does some amazing
They can
stuff.
buy all of these on Guy Harvey's site. So what's really cool about this is that they have actually created a line of shirts around a series of lures. So as you can tell, we've got stripes here on the side of the shirt. And then you also have the lure that actually matches. So you
now
know
when you do
we're
like the
talking
selfie
about
picture,
our mojo.
Yeah, we do the selfie picture and the fish has got the bait hanging out. We got the shirt on. We're looking all, that's like really cool.
And they've got several different designs. You can go on Guy Harvey's website and order whatever it is you want. The other thing is that they've created a whole series of bass t-shirts for Rapala too. So the same thing, you can get these through Rapala or through Guy Harvey, which is really cool. It's so neat to see Guy getting into the bass stuff.
He's done such amazing work and all the salt stuff that he does and all the different fish. To have him doing bass, that's awesome.
Now check this out, Scott. This is a cool towel. It's the bass towel.
I'm taking that one home.
Now you're gonna have to fight brief for this, but what's neat about this is it's made so that it can go over your chair. So you can have it at your chair at the beach or your chair in the house.
Chair at my house.
You can have it's got a little hook here so you can hang it up when it's wet. You can use it as a towel. You know, and that's the cool part about Guy Harvey and the guys. They're always thinking, and certainly because we're talking bass,
right there. That's one of
this is
the
the biggest bass
caught.
I've ever caught. All right, so one other thing that we need to talk about. Tell me about Costa Glasses and bass fishing.
Okay, so here's the deal. You know, we're getting really close to the spawning time of the year. When you go buy Costas, there's all different types of frames, different colored lenses. You know, people ask me all the time, what do you prefer? You know, I saltwater fish a lot, but I bass fish more. And I prefer, especially here in Florida, and these are my personal glasses here, I like the green mirror. That has that copper lens, and that really allows me to see down in that water better. Because again, when these bass start kind of clearing off the bottom a little bit, making some little areas for bedding, that green mirror with that copper lens is going to allow that to pop a little bit better. So if I'm offshore fishing, I like the grays, you know, and I like the blue lens with the gray base. But for bass fishing, guys, that green mirror is the deal.
You know what, and what's so cool about mirrored lenses, Scott, versus lenses that aren't mirrored, is it actually changes the polarization a little bit, because the amount of light that it lets coming through the front side of the lens. So that's one of the reasons why green is for inshore or bass fishing and blue for offshore. You know what, I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your monstrous schedule to come see Bree and I here at the studio